Hey guys, I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on the ShanWan Q17 game controller. This is a Bluetooth mobile game controller. I have to start off by saying this is going to be a 1-star product for me, and it's purely because when you connect this controller to your phone or a computer, it comes up as a DualShock PlayStation controller. And I tried their 2 apps, and there's nothing that you can do to change that. You can watch the rest of this review and see what I like and don't like about it, because I don't think it's a horrible controller, but know that I have to give it a 1-star because there's just no way to change that. So you could play a game like on Steam Link, and it's just going to keep saying that you have a PlayStation controller, so your A button is going to say X. I would just purely not recommend it because of that. But it's not a horrible controller, and I guess you can watch the rest of this video to make that decision yourself. So let me just go ahead and actually show you what's in here. I got this around, I don't know, less than $60, more than $55, somewhere in that range. And I think that's a pretty okay price. I can say right off the bat that it is very cheap feeling. But it does have a Bluetooth battery that they say will last 25 hours. So that's pretty good. I haven't tested it. I'll be honest, I'm probably going to return this, but it's not because I don't like it. It's because I got the GameSir X2, which I think I just like more. But I'll tell you why I think this is a great choice. So again, cheap plastic body feeling. It's expected. It is a thick boy. This thing's kind of thick. So there's a lot more for you to hold on to. Now, my only problem is this. These are tiny face buttons, which is fine. It is for my hand to go down to this analog stick, I'm really stressing this thumb. It's just not fun trying to hold this position that I'd want to. That's my only issue, is how far this analog stick feels. It just doesn't, it's just too much stress on my thumb. Otherwise, I think this is a pretty solid controller. It does have USB-C here to charge it. And it's as simple as literally just pressing this down for a couple seconds to get it pairing. And, the D-pad, it feels fine. It's squishy. It is what it is. It works. I really like when analog sticks have a concave design, so they kind of dip in. It's easier for your thumbs to get into. And this one has like this rigid edge, which is really nice. The buttons, there's no real squish. They just kind of click and they just go in. So honestly, they feel pretty good. There's nothing like premium about any of this. These triggers have a little grip texture here. I could take it or leave it. It's fine. And the shoulder buttons have a real nice click. Now, one of the things I don't like is the start and select buttons, whatever you want to call them. They're deep inside. They don't stick out. So if I just press, like, you have to really press for that to get any response. Again, might not be an issue for you, but I just don't like it. I got a turbo button and I'm assuming a button to, I don't know what that is. It's the menu or home button. I'll be honest, I didn't use this too much just because I already know I'm not going to want to keep it, but I thought you guys should know. What's cool about this is this centerpiece pushes back. I don't know if you can see that. See that? And that is to just allow cases. Currently my phone's filming this, so I can't show it to you. But it allows you to put cases in here and you get a nice secure feeling. There's a good weight. And like I said, this thing is just very chonky, so it feels good. But I mean, serious, it's pretty big. So actually I have the GameSir X2 here. And I mean, look at the size difference. And this is not a con. It's just preference. Why do I love the Bluetooth? I'll be honest, I didn't see like any latency when I was using this. And I'm also not really picky. And I was cloud streaming this with my home internet. I do have pretty fast speeds. And with the Bluetooth, I didn't notice any delay. And why I really love this, I was looking for a controller that I can just carry with me and use it on my laptop when my friends want to play, or just for myself. And you can connect this Bluetooth to your computer. I did test it. So this works on other devices as just a normal Bluetooth controller. So you have a controller with you for any use case. That's really why I love Bluetooth and why I've been trying to find a really solid Bluetooth USB connection controller. And there are some, but they're just kind of massive. And this whole thing about reaching down it made me look at why I love the Xbox controller so much. And you can see, instead of the analog being down, it's off to the side a little. Same thing with the D-pad. And the whole thing kind of just curves. So like, oh wow, that it's just perfect reach. Everything feels so good. Versus this, where it kind of goes straight down. So I don't know if they can fix that later. But I really think some of you are not going to like the feel of this plastic. It is really cheap, but I really think the usability of the Bluetooth, I mean, like, this is just, it's kind of scary, to be honest. But yeah, I wouldn't get this at full price. I'd wait for a sale. I wouldn't spend more than $55 if you can. And hopefully, you know, it goes down in price or whatever it is. And what, oh, one more thing. I love Bluetooth because it doesn't matter if you have a case on, it's all just Bluetooth and it just works. So yeah, that's about it. So let me see what else is in the box to actually give you some pretty good stuff. They give this braided USB cable. So that's nice. And it actually comes with Lightning to USB-C, and same thing, USB-C to USB-C. So I think the idea here is just to have a way to charge your phone when you're using this. So you just put that in your phone and charge it up. So yeah, it's good, man. I like it. It's a good grip in your feel, but you know, this back, I don't know, it just feels all cheap. I think it's a good idea. It's going in the right direction, and maybe the next version of this will finally be the one. But I'm not saying don't buy it. I really think the Bluetooth has a lot of flexibility and is worth thinking about as an option.